Welcome all respected sadhakas, bhaktas. Beautiful every day. We are spending some time in studying our Puranas. It's a good beginning and initiative, although it can be improved in many folds. We are doing our best. Thank God, sometime at least of the day, our mind is dedicated to the Lord. May we seek God's Guru's grace and our own intelligent initiative to intensify all these practices, to deepen all these practices so that we too become deep in our understandings also, in our experiences also, of every aspect of spirituality, whether we call it as the Viveka, Vairagya, Mana Indriya Niyantrana, or the Guru Bhakti, Bhagavad Bhakti, Sharanagati, or Tattva Vishaya Sambandhi Jnanam, or Tattva Dhyanam, Tattva Anubhuti. Every one of them, we should gain the experiences as deeply as possible. May our efforts be directed towards that. So, welcome again. Like every day, today also, we will have our Bhagavata Dvadasha Skandham. Here we will see how the Veda Shakhas are made and spread by the disciples of Vyasa Bhagavan further. That indicates to us the glorious parampara of Guru Shishya, glorious parampara of the Veda Vidya, Brahma Vidya, as well as the other Vidya also, Apara and Para. Both Vidyas have come to us through this Veda parampara. It is a foolproof and authentic knowledge, knowing and following which every jiva finds his own worldly success and spiritual fulfillment. Then we'll take up our Dashama Skandha, Rukmini Harana Leela. Then after that in our Adhyatma Ramayanam, today we are going to start the great beautiful fifth Skandha, fifth Kandam, that is Sundara Kandam. Beautiful it is. Yeah, only 5 sargas in it, but the required all data of stories, knowledge is given to us in that. Then we'll go for our chanting. Today it is coincidentally Sri Hanumanji's Ashtottara Shatanamavali chant. So let us begin our day in the beautiful, prayerful, meditative mood. Let us become the Swami of our mind intellect and bring them to the work at hands with all the enthusiasm, with all the concentration, with all the feeling of gratefulness to the God and Gurus for giving us this opportunity, and with all the joy. Let us start. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwotpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha. जन्माद्यस्य तोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं. समस्त देवताभ्यो नमः, ऋषिभ्यो नमः, मुनिभ्यो नमः, गुरुभ्यो नमः, ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः, आचार्येभ्यो नमः, भक्तेभ्यो नमः, साधुभ्यो नमः, साधकेभ्यो नमः, तीर्थेभ्यो नमः, क्षेत्रेभ्यो नमः, शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। ओम परब्रह्मणे नमः, महाविष्णवे नमः, ब्रह्मणे नमः, सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नमः, नारदाय नमः, वेदव्यासाय नमः, शुकब्रह्मर्षये नमः, सूतमहामुनये नमः, शौनकादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः, वैशम्पायनादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः, अत्र्यादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः, प्रह्लादादि भक्तजनेभ्यो नमः, मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो नमः, आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो नमः, श्री दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादि गुरुभ्यो नमः, आदि पराशक्तिमात्रे नमः, मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः, आद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो नमः, अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां गुरूणां देवतानां परं ब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातु अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोद सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शन अनुग्रह अनुभूति प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः समस्त गुरु शिष्य परंपरायुक्त देवता परंपरायुक्त समस्त संप्रदाय संस्कृतीनां युक्त पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण समस्त विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व सौभ्रातृत्व विश्व अभिवृद्धि प्राप्त्यर्थं तत्कृते ये भक्ताः कङ्कणबद्धाः तेषां सर्वेषां सदा सर्वदा संरक्षण पोषण पालन प्रेरण लालनादि द्वारा शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यता प्राप्ति द्वारा विघ्नशत्रु निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य द्वादश स्कन्धस्य दशम स्कन्धस्यापि पारायणमध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ द्वादश स्कन्धः। ओम श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादश स्कन्धः। ओम आभासश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसीयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते। ओम अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः। श्रीसूत उवाच। Let us chant, friends, from the mantra number 46 onwards. Om ते परम्परया प्राप्ताः तत्तत् शिष्यैर्धृतव्रतैः चतुर्युगेष्वतव्यस्ताः द्वापरादौ महर्षिभिः क्षीणायुषः क्षीणसत्त्वान् दुर्मेधान् वीक्ष्य कालतः वेदान् ब्रह्मर्षयो व्यस्यन् हृदि स्थाच्युतचोदिताः अस्मिन्नप्यन्तरे ब्रह्मन् भगवान् लोकभावनः ब्रह्मेशाद्यैर्लोकपालैः याचितो धर्मगुप्तये पराशरात् सत्यवत्याम् अंशांशकलया विभुः अवतीर्णो महाभाग वेदं चक्रे चतुर्विधं ऋगथर्वयजुस्साम्नां राशीनुद्धृत्य वर्गशः चतस्रः संहिताः चक्रे मन्त्रैर्मणिगणा इव तासां स चतुरः शिष्यान् उपाहूय महामतिः एकैकां संहितां ब्रह्मन् एकैकस्मै ददौ विभुः फैलाय संहिताम् आद्यां बहुर्चाख्यामुवाचः वैशम्पायन संज्ञाय निगदाख्यं यजुर्गणं साम्नां जैमिनये प्राह तथा छन्दोगसंहिताम् अथर्वाङ्गिरसीं नाम स्वशिष्याय सुमन्तवे पैलः स्वसंहिताम् ऊचे इन्द्रप्रमितये मुनिः भाष्कलाय च सोऽप्याः शिष्येभ्यः संहितां स्वकां चतुर्थाव्यस्य बोध्याय याज्ञवल्क्याय भार्गवा पराशरायाग्निमित्रे इन्द्रप्रमितिरात्मवान् अध्यापयत् संहितां स्वां माण्डूकेयं ऋषिं कविं तस्य शिष्यो देवमित्रः सौभर्यादिभ्य ऊचिवान् शाकल्यस्तत्सुतः स्वां तु पञ्चधाव्यस्य संहितां वात्स्यमुद्गलशालीय गोभिल्यशिशिरेष्वधात् जातु कर्णस्य तच्शिष्यः स निरुक्तां स्वसंहितां बलाकपैजवैताल विरजेभ्यो ददौ मुनिः बाष्कलिः प्रतिशाखाभ्यः वालखिल्याख्यसंहितां चक्रे वालाय निर्भज्यः कासारश्चैव तां दधुः बहुरुचाः संहिता हि एताः एभिर्ब्रह्मर्षिभिर्धृताः श्रुत्वैतत् छन्दसां व्यासं सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते वैशम्पायन शिष्या वै चरकाध्वर्यवो भवन् यच्चेरुर्ब्रह्महत्यां हः क्षपणं स्वगुरोर्व्रतं याज्ञवल्क्यश्च तच्छिष्यः आहोहो भगवन् कियत् आहाहो भगवन् कियत् चरितेनाल्पसाराणां चरिष्येऽहं सुदुश्चरम् इत्युक्तो गुरुरप्याह कुपितो याहि अलन्तया विप्रावमन्त्रा शिष्येन मत् अधीतं त्यजाशु इति देवरातसुतः सोऽपि छर्दित्वा यजुषां गणं ततो गतोऽथ मुनयः ददृशुस्तान् यजुर्गणान् यजोंषितित्तिरा भूत्वा तल्लोलुपतया ददुः तैत्तिरीया इति शाखा यजुः शाखा आसन् सुपेशलाः याज्ञवल्क्यस्ततो ब्रह्मन् छन्दांसदिगवेशयन् गुरोरविद्यमानानि सुपदस्थेर्कमेश्वरं याज्ञवल्क्य उवाच ॐ नमो भगवते आदित्याय अखिलजगताम् आत्मस्वरूपेण कालस्वरूपेण च चतुर्विधभूतनिकायानां ब्रह्मादिस्तम्भपर्यन्तानाम् अन्तर्हृदयेषु बहिः अपि च आकाश इव उपाधिना अव्यवधीयमानः भवान् एक एव क्षण लव निमेष अवयव उपजित संवत्सरगणेन अपाम् आदान विसर्गाभ्याम् इमां लोकयात्राम् अनुभवति ओम शांति 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 Let us salute to Parabrahma Shruti Mata, all Bhagavatacharyas, especially Veda Vyasa, Shukadeva, Suta Mahamuni. In this Dvadasha Skandha, conclusion of all Bhagavatam, we are seeing as the Shuka Parikshit Samvada concluded. Sutaji is telling to the Shaunakadi Muni, beautiful Jnana Bhaga was there seen by us in this very 6th chapter, in by Sutaji, which was very essential. Thereafter, the question asked by Shaunakadi Rishi, please tell us about how the Vyasa Shishyas have spread this Veda Jnana by making the Shakha Prashakha of it. So, before coming up to the Vyasa Bhagavan's level, how the Vedas in the beginning only revealed by Narayana Kripa to the Brahmadeva, that story, that beautiful thing was told along with sadhanas. So, Brahmadeva, Samahita, Hridayakasha, Nada. From the Nada, that Trivrut Omkara. From the Trivrut Omkara, all the Varnamala. With that Varnamala and this Vyakarana Adi, the Vedas are made by Sri Brahmadeva. Then he taught all of them to his the Marichi, Atri, Mrugu, Ityadi, Manasika, Santati of Rushigana. And they have given it to the parampara of their own Shishya and Putra, whoever were there. Kapi Putra hai, Shishya Putra hai, both of them also were there. In that way, they were given, they were taken. So from this, what we have to very clearly, distinctly understand is, as Bhagavan created the world and he has sent us into the world, same time he, through his first creation called Brahmadeva, the Veda Jnanam he has given and revealed. And that is a manual. Veda Jnanam for all the three purposes of how we have to protect ourselves, how we have to sustain ourselves, how we have to get and better Sukha Bhoga in this world. In both ways of the Vyavahara, the Karma Kandas of Upasanas, Yajnas, through that how we can get better and better amenities and Sukha Bhoga of this world and the other world. And the ultimate of the Brahma Jnana and Moksha. These two, Apara and Para Vidyas, Ahiga Mushmika and Paramarthika giving Vidyas are given to the Manavali humans by the Lord right from beginning. And for a long period of time, that was scrupulously being given by Guru to disciple, etc., well received and very systematically followed also. And as long as the Vedokta Vidhividhanam was followed. See, Vedoktameva Kurvanaha, we saw this in one of the Skandhas here. As long as the Vedokta Vidhividhana, either for Varnashrama Vyavahara or for Aihika Bhoga or Amushmika Bhoga or Paramarthika Yoga, as long as the Veda Vidhividhana was followed, everything was intact, everything was secured, there were no problems whatsoever of any sort, and people used to get what they wanted by doing the due things as guided by the Veda. But as time passed, as the population grew, as the time's effect, as pure as the Satyuga will not be the Treta, and Dwapara can't be purer like that. Kali will definitely not so. So therefore, the Kala Dharma also, and the people who are coming into Jivas who are coming into his Yuga, having their own mindset, slowly they started losing the importance of this Vaidika way of living life. Sheer Maya it is, sheer Moha and sheer arrogance, and nothing other than it. There is no need to break this chain of the Veda Parampara for our life. But it just happened. How it happened? No answer. Only one we can say is Ishvara Leela. And Ishvara also will not do just like that without reason. So we can say it is because of the Jivas who are supposed to live in this particular Yuga or Kala. So that is what is said here in the mantra number 47. Ki Kshinayushaha, longevity of life reduced, Kshina Satvana, all our strengths and abilities of Mana Buddhi are reduced, Durmedhana, their Buddhi got become Brashta because of the excessive Kama Asakti, Artha Asakti, going beyond the limitations. Because of these three things, the people were not able to retain all the Veda Jnana. Then at that time only, Vedan Brahmarshaya Vyasyan Hrudista Achyuta Choditaha, the far-sighted, the Brahma Rishis of these Sapta Rishis, that time only they have made the Veda Vibhaga and they started giving to their disciples. And that went on, and when the Veda Vyasa time has come to a great extent, the Veda Prakriya reduced, only few people some were doing almost, they were all lupta. So seeing this and keeping in mind the coming Kali Yuga Ityadi, it is Vyasa Bhagavan who came. That is what we started seeing yesterday from the verse number 48. Asmin Nabi Antare Brahman Bhagavan Lokabhavanaha. See, Brahmeshadyehi Lokapalahi Achitaha Dharmaguptaye. So that Narayana Bhagavan only has requested by Brahmadi Devatas and the Kuberadi, Indradi, Lokapalakas, that Paramatma only. And what they asked for Dharmaguptaye, don't forget that shloka or the line, Dharmaguptaye Yachitaha, that Narayana Bhagavan was requested. Then when they requested him, then he only came Parasarat Satyavatyam Amshamsha Kalaya Vibhu. So through Satyavati as through Parasara, Bhagavan himself as came as his own Sattva Amsha Avatirno Mahabhaga, and he came and Lord Vedavyasa Vedam Chakre again Chaturvidham. So this shows, therefore, these Brahmadi Devatas are there and their running the show of the world also depends on Dharma, mainly by the Manusyas, because these Manusyas only through their Dharma, Adharma, they reach to the other worlds, and through their Upasanas, they propitiate the Devatas. This was a system that's made by the Lord in creation. So when the Manavas lose their Dharma, it imbalances the entire creation. Therefore, for the protection of Dharma, as requested by Brahma and Lokapalas, Bhagavan, as Satyavati Parashara Putra, Vyasa Rupena he came, and along with so much of work, many other things, he has done the Veda compilation and Veda editing into 4 bhagas. Okay, so how it is done? Ruk Atharva Yajus Samnam Rashin Udrutya Vargashaha Chatasraha Samhitaha Chakre. Mantrair Manigana Iva. Okay. Hmm. Very beautiful. Manigana means garlands or necklaces like each of the Veda. So he just brought everything and then codified them into four Vedas. And again, each Veda systematically, Mantra, Brahmana, Aranyaka, Upanishadadi, he has put in there. So he has brought, he has compiled, they are ready now. Then they have to be given to his Shishyas for their preservation also, and making use of that by the subsequent generations for their own, the Purushartha Prapti of Dharmartha Kama, Parama Purushartha Prapti of Moksha also. So then what Vyasa Bhagavan has done, he has given it to his Chaturu Mukhya Shishyas. Others also are given, but they are given as the responsible people to take up as acharyas and spread it further. So this shows how our Sanatana Dharma, Haindava Samskriti, the Vaidika Parampara, the Veda Jnana is being given definitely to the subsequent generations as the duty and responsibility by the earlier generation. It was the acharyas who were ready to teach, and then there all the human beings, all the Varna people, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Adi, they will send their children to acharya and they learn. So the acharya teaches all of them this Veda Vidya. Among them, some, especially the Brahmanas, are selected to be the subsequent again acharyas. They again learn, they teach to their disciples of all sorts, but mainly again the acharya custodians, they have to be trained. This is what is the parampara. Our Puja Gurudev also, that's what he did. He has learned from his gurus in those Himalayas. Then he understood it has to be spread, the parampara. Therefore, he started giving again lectures general to everyone to practice the Upanishads or Vedanta or Gita for their own sadhana. And he started special institutions where the next bunch or generation of the custodians as well as the people of spreading this jnana can be produced. See that great work. Very rarely this is done. In many of the other samsthas, other than Gurudevs, one or two or three who are very next to that Guru, they'll be trained, they are given Diksha, they'll be said as Uttaradhikari, next to Mathadipati or Peethadipati. Only one. But in Gurudev, he didn't do that. He made hundreds and thousands at his own time so that they can spread the Shastra Jnanam. That's the unique thing of Gurudev. Again, copying Puja Gurudev, so many also have started this. Lucky. So therefore, the Bhagavata Acharya Parampara came. Gita Acharya Parampara have come. Upanishad, few people are doing because listeners are rare for that. Because it requires special qualification, but still they are going on. So this is how the Adhyatmika Sampada, Adhyatmika Samskruti, Adhyatmika Varasatva is going on, going on. That's what we said yesterday towards the closing. We also have to receive it, respect it, make use of it, and see to it that it is passed on to next generation more effectively, very, very beautifully with all love and devotion. If we can speak, we can become acharyas and do. If not, we can do all the required arrangements at our capacity for the spreading of this Shastra Jnana. Now remember, in those days, एक बार सुन लो सब याद होता था and distraction के लिए और कोई ज़्यादा समस्याएं नहीं थे. But in this yuga, as Kshina Isha, Kshina Sattvan, then Manda Buddhi, as is said here, much more worst is the time today wherein the Bhautikavada has grown so much, then the ability to understand Shastra has reduced. Therefore, these are the times where more intensely, more vigorously, more people, more repeatedly have to do the spreading of the Shastra Jnana, the Veda Parampara, so that the human beings don't fall further to the animal level. They stand as human, and they grow to be divine. This is the time where we have to be more doing this Shastra Jnana Parampara, Veda Jnana Parampara. And thank God, so many institutions, organizations, many of them private, not supported by government. Government wants the power For the power, they have to be secular. The meaning of secular is suppress Hinduism, bring the Article 3030A. Then every other religion can start their own schools, colleges to teach their religion. Hindus should not do. If they do, it's a crime. They can be punished. That's how we are all denied of all our children, and we are denied of the jnanam of our Bhagavad Gita, the Shastras. This is the reason, because of the constitutional fallacy. Like this, against Hinduism in our constitution, so many wretched, useless things are there. They all have to be eliminated. First, declare as Hindu Rashtra, first our country. कम वाट में जो देखेंगे, जो हो जाएगा देखेंगे. Because of the clarity and conviction of our Vedic Jnana and Jnana of Purana and Gita, the Smriti Grantha, to be for uplifting the humanity at the individual and total level, inside and outside, materially and spiritually. With that authority of understanding only, we are strongly telling it. Declare it so and see to it that our Gita Upanishads are made as a pakka subjects to be passed first than physics, chemistry. Is it now? What's wrong in Prahlada Charitra Vatao? What's wrong in the entire Katha Upanishad of Nachiketa Vatao? What's wrong in the Bhagavata Jnana given by Sukadeva Ji Parikshin Vatao? What's wrong in Bhagavad Gita? Is that it should not be given to the humanity, the youngsters, the children, if not for the political gain, if not for the hatred for Hinduism, and the so-called Nehrus and all destroyed everything. You have to be aware of these things, and you have to bring back our cultural, glorious, traditional thing. Pray every day that our Haindava, Sanatana, Vaidika Samskriti should be reinstated, especially you and I, because we are studying it, we are getting the benefit of it. Therefore, we must clear that Rishi Runa by doing all the things that can be done by which our Veda Jnana Parampara is maintained. How do you do at your level? Let us see. इन वट ऑफ द कैपेसिटी. मैं हम तो प्रार्थना करते हैं और सत्संग करते हैं, आप जैसे लोगों से वार्तालाप करते हैं. दिस इज एट अवर डिस्पोजल. So let more and more institutions come. Let the government itself take the project. Let the great temples, not only the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, but every temple in India, every organization which are running their temples, every one of them, the Shaiva Sampradaya, the Vaishnava Sampradaya, the Shakta Sampradaya, the Kaumara Sampradaya, the Ganapati Sampradaya, the Saurya Sampradaya, whoever are there, every one of them must encourage the Vaidika Jnana Parampara, Adhyatmika Jnana Parampara, Shruti Smriti Purana Ityasa Jnana Parampara. It's going on. That's why still it is sustained. But more and more it should be. So that everybody knows everything or maximum things of our Shastra and getting benefit out of it by practicing them. Having said this general but very important thought as a corollary, now come to this point. Kitasam sa chaturaha shishyan upahoya Mahamatihi. That great Mahamati, the visionary, Lord Vyasa, having compiled the Vedas into 4 bhagas, naming them Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvaveda. It is also said that the Vedangas are made by him. Shiksha Kalpaha Vyakaranam Niruktam Chandaha Jyotisham. And also it is said the Upavedas also given by him, Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, the Gandharva Vedya, Sthapatya Veda Ityad. So all of those things somewhere else must have been told. Here to about mainly 4 Vedas are spoken. Such a great Mahamati who has made all that great work and who has seen the future that people will have less capacity. Therefore, if they have to be given this Veda Parampara, it has to be spread by deserving or capable disciples. He invited his 4 of the disciples and did what? Ekaikam Samhitam He Brahman Ekaikasmai Dadau Vibhu. That Vibhu, the Vyasa Bhagavan, the Narayana's avatara, one of these Samhita, Ekek Samhita ko Rigveda Samhita, Yajurveda Samhita, and Sama Atharva Veda. So देखो, it is itself named as Samhita. Samhita means that Sam is not English, it is Sanskrit. In English, Sam means बहुत थोड़ा. In Sanskrit, Sam means Samyak, complete. Hita means welfare, which is in the complete welfare of all individuals in totality. Therefore, they are called as Samhitas. In the Vedic way of living life, every microorganism also taken into account. It is not only not harmed, but evolution for it also is provided. There are so many subtle secret things to share all of them. There's no time. Starting from them, in the Veda Parampara, Samhita, the Hita is there. Also of the Prakritika Shaktis like the Nadi, Pahad, Hava and Agni Ityadi also. And in our Samhitas, there is protection and taking care of thereof the Pakshigana, Pashugana, even Vanaspatigana. Then in that mainly the human evolution. And in this the Prakriyas are the things told are so that even the higher beings of the Devatas, etc., also are propitiated and taken care. That is why it's called as Samhita, Samyak Hita. So for the entire world of animate, inanimate, what is to be done for the sustenance and development of them, all those are given. That's why it's called Samhita. When it comes to humanity, every human being is taken care, and then their needs, their progress is assured through this Vedic Jnanam. That's why it's called as Samhita. So all the Lavarnas, all the ashramas, everyone are being taken care. सबका भौतिक हित भी है, सबका मानसिक हित भी है, सबका आध्यात्मिक हित भी है. सबका मतलब सबका. If one follows, or the whole society follows the Vedic way of life, right from the Graha, Nakshatra, Taraka, they also are being taken care. All the celestial beings are taken care. All the phenomenal forces are taken care. All human strata is taken care. All the birds, animals, Pashu, Pakshi, Vanaspati, every one of them are really taken care. That's the glory of our Veda Samhita. That's why it's called as Samhita, Samyak Hita. Then to which disciple what he has given, from there we have to see today. Pailaya Samhitam Adyam Bahurchakhyam Vachaha. So many beautiful, Bahu means very many, in the metrical form or the Chandas form. I told 9 or 11 or 7 meters are there in which the mantras are given. And that metrical mantra that are compiled in the Veda, that is called as Rug Veda. That Bahurucha, Rucha means Rucha mantras. From the Rucha mantra only it is called Rug Veda. From the Yajush mantras, it is called Yajurveda. From the Samagana, it is called as Samaveda. So the Bahurucha, many variety of Chandas Yukta. Bahu means the many variety of Chandas. So बहुत सारे छंदों में लिखा हुआ ये रुचा नामक मंत्रों का जो संहिता है जिसको ऋग्वेद कहते हैं. He gave it to his first disciple Paila. So Pailaya Adyam Samitam Bahurucha Akhyam Uvachaha. So he spoke or gave out to the Paila, his first Shishya, the first of the Veda, Bahurucha Akhya Rigveda. So he has received it both hands, thoroughly has studied. Now the entire Rigveda Samhita, if the Paila Rishi has contained in his intellect, means how highly matured Maha Yogi Yukta Rishi he must be. हमको 2 श्लोक याद नहीं रहता, बट पूरा रुक मंत्रास with all the meters, saras, every one of them, if he has held them, he must be not an ordinary. What an evolutionary person! Imagine. We have to salute to those great rishis. And such ones only we have just selected, trained. He must have empowered him with all his Divya Shaktis also. Like we are ready to do this work of Bhagavatadi, Upanishadadi Pravachan. Therefore, the Guru Parampara and God, is he not empowering us? Here one as a speaker, there you as the listeners. Therefore, who are ready, they are empowered always by the Paramatma. Don't forget it. Then the Pailaji is given to Veda. The second one, Vaishampayana Sangnaya. Sangnya means Namavachakam, name. So Vaishampayana named to second disciple Nigadakyam Yajur Ganam. Nigada means prose. The prose formed the Yajur Veda Gana. Yajur Gana means collection of all Yajur mantras which are there in the Yajur Veda Samhita. He gave it to this Vaishampayana Rishi. So remember that Rigveda to Paila, Yajurveda to Vaishampayana. Okay, Rug Yajurvedas are done. Now the Samaveda to whom he gave Ki Samnam. Samnam means the Samaveda Samhita, Jaiminaye Praha, Tatha, thereafter. And what is this? Chandoga Samhita. This Samhita, which is Chandobadha Giti Pradhana Samhita. So Samaveda Samhita given to the Jaimini Rishi. And even them also, like Paila, the Vaishampayana and Jaimini also must be such a great stalwarts of highly matured, the antakarana of the intellect, where they could withhold to all these one particular Vedas, all the Jnanam, all the Samhitas, all the mantras. Is it not? Like there are some great people in this world. So many Shastra Jnana, so many Prakriyas, all of them withhold. Some are there only one thing they take up and they do. Like in dance, you see, for example, Bharatanatyam Sikhaya, Kuchipudi, Cholo Sikhadi. Or anyhow, one thing teaching teachers are there. But there are some peculiar teachers who can teach all of them. Everywhere, like in the martial arts. Only one thing teaching groups are there, individuals are there. But there are some individuals, they know 3-4 of them, morning, doper, sham, they have 3 classes of 3 times. Even in medication also, you can see there are doctors who hold on to one of the things, allopathy or Ayurveda, any of them. But there are some doctors who practice the integral medication. They have very good pouch of all the medicinal parts of giving the comfort to the patients and human beings. In the same way, there are एक अध्यापक पाठशालास. अभी आज ही थोड़े ही महीने पहले उसको शायद बंद कर रहे हैं, पता नहीं क्यों, आई डोंट नो. Only one teacher. He will teach physics, chemistry, maths, all languages and everything. एक अध्यापक पाठशाला. One only, he knows all. So here also, these rishis are so great, each one, the entire one Veda Samhita of such a big quantity, they could hold on to in their own antakarana. Just that should remind us how great they are, and compare karo unse, we are nothing. So we need their blessings. Therefore, unambiguously, undoubtedly, every day we have to invoke their blessings by remembering. That's why in all our classes we do the remembrance of the Rishi Parampara. Now you understand why to do. Without their grace, even opening book and chanting one shloka also will be impossible for me, for all of us. They are there in a subtle form, blessing us, then only we are able to study. So, Paila, Rigveda, Vaishampayana, Yajurveda, Jaimini, the Samaveda is given. Then the fourth disciple, Sumantaha. To him, the Atharva Veda is given. So, Atharvangirasim Nama Samhitam. So, Atharvangirasi is the name of this Atharva Veda Samhita. That is, he gave it to Swashishyaya. Again to his another Shishya, Sumantaha. Sumantu Tave, Guru Gurave. So Sumantu Sumantave. For him, he has given Praha. In this way, the 4 Vedas given to 4 of his disciples. Now, because the question was how the disciples have given it to further. उन्होंने अब जो पूछा शौनक जी ने, उसका आंसर अब आता है. First of the Vyasa Shishya, Paila, who is given the Rigveda Samhita, how he has spread it to his disciples and how further they have done is given in next 6 or 7 shlokas. And remembering all the rishis itself is Maha Punya, that is said by Sutaji at the end of this prasanga. We can see that. Okay. So, Pailaha Swasamhitam Uche Indra Pramitaye Munihi Bashkalaya Cha. Okay. So, this Paila had 2, Paila Munihi, the great Muni, the Paila, Shishya of Vyasa, he had 2 disciples. One is Indra Pramiti, second is Bashkala. So, Paila Swasamitam Uche Indra Pramitaye, so to Bashkalaya Cha. So, Indra Pramiti and Bashkala are Shishya of the Paila. To whom both of them he has given this Samhita of Rigveda Samhita. Then what did the Bashkala do? Saha api aha shishyebhyah samhitam swakam. So he taught his Sishyas this Samhita, the Bashkala. Here starts the division. Chaturtha Vyasya. He divided into 4. Either First only the Paila must have made it into two parts, and one part gave to Indra Pramiti, another to Bhaskara. And it should be like that only. Because they are dividing subsequently. Means what? The portions are given are separate. सो भगवान व्यास जी ने कहा होगा, अरे तुमको तो मैं पूरा वेद दे रहा हूँ, तुम तुम्हारे बच्चे या शिष्यों को ना डिवाइड करके देना, बिकॉज इन फ्यूचर they will not have that ability capacity, one particular individual, to remember all. So therefore, the Rigveda must have been divided into two. One is the Indra Pramiti Samhita, second must be the Bhaskara. Clear? Now the Bhaskara Shishyabhya Samhitam Swakam Aha. Bhaskara also called his disciples, then his portion he has divided Chaturdhavyasya. So he made it to four parts and he gave it to his Sishyas. Bhaskara, who is the disciple of Paila, who is the disciple of Vyasa. So who are the four? Bodhyaya, Yajnavalkyaya, Parasaraya, Agnimitra. So Bodhya, Yajnavalkya, Parasara and Agnimitra, these are the four disciples of Bhaskara who got the divided into four wala, the already divided into two wala ऋग्वेद. अब इन दिस पे कितना बड़ा है ऋग्वेद, तो इतना वो डिवीजन होकर के subsequently it has been spread. But the beauty must be in whatever the divisions that are made of the Veda, the main contents of Mantra, Brahmana, Aranyaka, Upanishad must be definitely there in each the divisions. Otherwise miss हो जाएगा फिर. तो सब कुछ याद नहीं कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हर एक को जो भी दे रहे उसको तो उसमें सब कुछ मिलना है जिससे सब कुछ पा सकते हैं. So that intelligence, that care they must have taken definitely. Not that if this person is studying this, that is missed by other, and that is studying this is missed by other. No. The quantity को यूज करके सबको वो जो मिलना चाहिए ऐसे दिया. Like if the mother cooks 5 items, all the 5 items she makes into parts and gives to all her 3 or 2 children. How many are there? तो हर आइटम सबको होना चाहिए, थोड़ा थोड़ा. एक ही आइटम सबको नहीं देते. दोस्त तू पूरा ये सब्जी खा ले, तू सांभर खा ले, या तू ऐसे अचार, ऐसा नहीं होता. सबको सब्जी मिलेगा, सबको दाल मिलेगा. So in that way, every Veda must have, every Veda Vibhajana, Shakha must be having for all the Varnashrama, for the obtainment, all the 4 Purusharthas, the required stuff must be given. So the Bhaskala Rishi had 4 disciples. So Bodhya, Yajnavalkya, Parasara, Agnimitra. Then what about Indra Pramiti? Indra Pramiti also Adhyapayat Samhitam Swam Mandukeyam Rushim Kavim. So the Mandukeya Rishi, maybe the Mandukya Upanishad famous wala, to him that Indra Pramiti gave his portion. Indra Pramiti Shishya is Mandukya. Okay. Then this Mandukeya Rishi gave it to Tasya Shishya Devamitraha. Okay. He gave to Devamitra. And Devamitra gave it to Sauvaryadi Uchivan. So Sauvarya and some more disciples are there. To them it is divided and given. Okay, then Sauvari has got so then what is it? Mandukeyam Rishim coming, Tasya Shisho Devamitraha, Sauvaryadi Viricha Uchavan, then Shakalyaha Tatsutaha. So Mandukeya Rishi not only had his disciples, he has his putra also, his name is Shakalyaha. Then that Shakalya Rishi also, Mandukeya Rishi Putra, divided this part given to him into Panchadha. Vyasya Samhitam, he gave it his 5 disciples. In some cases, as it is Samhita is given, in the next cases, sometimes it is divided into the due parts and it is being given. So here Shakalya, the son of Mandukeya, divided his own Samhita into 5. Gave it to 5 disciples, mainly. Then those 5 mutually they might have studied, somewhere again they might have got integrated. So ये सब तो चलता है, but mainly to the question asked by Shaunaka Rishi, the parampara of spreading of the Veda Shakhas is being told. Who are the 5 disciples? Vatsya, Mudgala, Shaliya, Gokhalya, Shishira. Okay, so these are the 5 ones to whom he gave the Shakalya. Then there is another disciple he has got Shakalya, other than his 5 children. These 5 are the children. Okay, now he has got a Shishya by name Jatu Karnaha. So Jatu Karnyaha Sa Tachishyaha Sa Niruktam Sa Samhitam. So he also, that Jatu Karnya, the Shishya of the Shakalyam, what did we do? He has divided it into gave. To whom? Balaka, Paija, Vaitala, Viraja. So these are the four disciples of Jatu Karnya. Jatu Karnya is disciple of the Shakalya. Okay, in this way, Shakalya is the Putra of the Mandukya. You are just seeing, remembering, just name. You can't by heart it, there is no test at all. But Ucharana of the names of the Rishis itself is a great tapas and sadhana. If you remember, in our Taittiriya Upanishad, when we saw in the beginning the Maha Chamasya Pravedayate Mahiti, there Bhagavan Adi Shankara says the Rishi Smarana also is a very important essential part of Adhyatmika sadhana. I hope you remember it. So we are doing that one. Thereafter क्या हुआ कि the Bhaskala Putra, Bhaskali his name, he from all the shakhas he selected a particular portion and it is called as Valakhilya Samhita. And then that Valakhilya Samhita culled out by Bhaskali from all the above said shakhas, he gave it to the disciples Balayani, Bhajya, Kasaraha. To these three he has given that Bhaskala Putra the next Samhita. Okay, this is how, having explained to us the Rigveda, Vibhaga and Prachara to a great extent. फिर आगे जा करके और भी हुआ होगा. Remember, Vedas are not manipulated. They are only the divided for the convenience of spreading it and keeping that intact. As the population was growing, people were also not able to retain everything. Therefore, it should be sustained. Like I told yesterday, the father could manage the entire affairs of that company's three branches. Now the children can't do because each one is given one. The idea total is one. Whatever the father started, that should continue. So whatever the Rishi Parampara got revealed of Veda, that should continue. With that idea only, Veda Bhagavan, Vyasa Bhagavan made into four Samhitas, gave it to four. So the Paila may not know what is known by our Vaishampayana. Vaishampayana may not know this. But all four put together are continuing the Veda Parampara. The idea is what? The entire Veda should sustain in the Samaj. It may not be done by one person. Let many people do, but the whole thing should be available. That is the beauty of this Veda, Shakha, Prashakha, Upashakha, making and then spreading. All in all, कुछ भी नहीं बोले, कोई कुछ मतलब कोई भी part of Veda should not be lupta, it should be available. That was the idea. Having said this, the Suta Mahamuni tells to Shaunaka Rishi कि बहुरुचाः संहिताः एताः. So these Bahurcha Samhitas, so Ebir Brahmarshivit Dhrutaha. So बातों हमको बता रहे, all the Shishya Prashishyas, every one of them are Brahma Rishis only. Dhrutaha, they are the ones received from their earlier Guru and they held it, they practiced it, they have given it to the subsequent generations. All of them are Brahma Rishis. Okay? Shutva etat chandasam vyasam. So whoever listens this spreading of this Bahurcha Chanda or Samhita, whoever listens, Sarva Papaihi Pramuchyate. So rarely in Bhagavatam we are seeing is the Falashruti. That whoever listens to this Bahurchakya, Rigveda, Shakha, Prashakha, Parampara, unka sare paap dur ho jate hain. So thank God we have studied it once. Hope and pray, as it is said by Sutaji, definitely our Papa Prakshalana must have happened. Now here what is the meaning of Papa Prakshalana happening is, we have now developed the faith in the Veda and their authority, and we have developed the faith in the Rishi Parampara who is spreading the Veda through the various shakhas. All of them ultimately come under one huge big umbrella of the Mukhya Veda Parampara, Sanatana Dharma, Vaidika Sanskriti. So this understanding, therefore, ourselves, wanting to study them and help in spreading them, this understanding is called as the beautiful achievement by which not doing this Vala Papa is removed. Therefore, Sarva Papai Pramuchyate means the beginning of all removal of the Papa starts for that person. Or literally, if you take it, you can feel by only naming, seeing the names of rishis and the Veda Samhita, and that spreading Papa Prakshalanam has happened. So, as we said in the beginning, most important is sustain the Veda Jnana Parampara. कुछ भी हो जाए, ये वेद ज्ञान परंपरा का लगातार चलने के लिए जो करना चाहिए करें. And I wish and pray the present Indian government continues getting power for few more, what do you say, 5 साल में होने वाले इलेक्शन में, so that they do all the major things for reviving the entire universal spiritual growth by reviving Sanatana Dharma. One of them should be this one. Entire Vedic Jnanam should be brought by the government at one place, and the Vedic universities must start. है ना, द IIT वगैरह, मेडिकल वगैरह hundreds में कर रहे हैं. Very good, we appreciate it. But along with that, even these also, if they can be spread, it's great. Provided they have to make the arrangements of employment, sustenance, and livelihood intelligently, because every profession nowadays is भोजन आधारित है कि नहीं. पहले तो भोजन करना है, तो जैसे कमाई होती है उसी वाले पढ़ाई में, नौकरी में लोग जाते हैं. So even in the Vedic Jnana Parampara, if the government plans to provide all these things, our youngsters will definitely take up. The two things I feel, one is agricultural universities. Three में से एक शुरू हो गया. One is agricultural universities, second is Veda Jnana universities, third one is Desha Rakshana universities of the army. If in these three, the country becomes, very well planned and very executed, country will be protected in all these three. Through the Veda universities, the Vedic Jnana of Bhakti Mukti is maintained. By the agricultural universities, there is no drought of the food. Food is always consumed. Therefore, always is consumable. Continuously, its requirement is there. Therefore, if that is spread all over the country, every youngster, if they can't get any employment, they should go for farming. Nothing wrong in all other highly growing countries. All highly educated people are going for the farming profession, and they are doing great service for the food industry as well as helping themselves to grow rich. Third one, the army, to protect not only the nation from the borders and internal security, but the army should be trained in taking care of the praja in all the emergencies. So when the Agnivira started, like that, hundreds should start, means many should start providing the country those resources also. The patriotic, dynamic, well-trained people. So too the food creating well-trained people. So too the Veda Jnana Yukta well-trained people. ऑलरेडी जो विद्याएं चले उसके साथ अगर ये तीनों में भी जो बल दिया जाए, मेरे ख्याल को कौन सुनेगा एक्सेप्ट यू 2 3. But we spread it. Whatever additions to be added to that, let it be added. But I believe the thought is noble, genuine, and that can be endorsed, that can be made to reach to the divine and also to the praja and through their mind to the government. If not now, maybe after few years, these things can be taken up very seriously. I think this present government continues, then only they can do. Any other fellows come, they don't have Desha Bhakti. They don't have Sanatana Dharma Bhakti at all. भाड़ में जाए सनातन धर्म, हमें कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. This is a type of people. And if you do that highest crime of not selecting those who are going on taking care of now, then we are just like then we are not doing our due job. And giving a warning to this new, if at all this government selected, do more and more for the Vedika Sanatana along with other things done for the humanity at the world stage and the national stage, by the way. So we have seen Bahurucha Acharya Parampara, Paila and his Acharya. Then we have to see the Vaishampayana. In this Vaishampayana Parampara only is Shishya Yajnavalkya, and then Yajnavalkya's arrogance. Then this Vaishampayanaji tells him to give away all the knowledge. You arrogant fellow, I can't have you, you go away. Leaving all that he goes, then all the other rishis, disciples of Vaishampayana, becoming three birds. They take this vomited entire knowledge by Yajnavalkya given by Vaishampayana. That is called as Krishna Yajurveda. Then Yajnavalkya gets all the knowledge of again from Lord Surya. That is called Shukla Yajurveda. Yajurveda itself is Krishna and Shukla. What we are studying, the Taittiriya Upanishad is Krishna Yajurveda Antargata. Shukla Yajurveda mostly is given in the northern parts of India. Okay? In that all the mantras, ucharanas are of different type. Anyways, this portion and how this great Yajnavalkya ji does the stuti of Lord Surya and how Surya Bhagavan blesses him with the fresh knowledge which is not revealed or spread in the world already. That's how the Shukla Yajurveda to Yajnavalkya. After seeing that, then we will see the Samaveda and Atharvaveda Prachara also. थोड़ा थोड़ा बताएंगे. So कल के दिन हम यजुर्वेद का देखेंगे. आज यहाँ हम रोक देते हैं. ओम सर्वम सर्वम समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या वेद विद्या आचार्य परंपरा शरणारविंदार्पणमस्तु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओके. वैशंपायन शिष्या वै चरक अध्वर्यवः. So charaka advaryu etc. are the Vaishampayana rishis Sishyas, who is the disciple of Vyasa Bhagavan, who received Yajurveda Samhita from him. So let us take the names of this Paila, Vaishampayana, Jaimini, as well as Sumanta. Names every day. Om Sumantave Namaha, Om Jaimini Namaha, Om Vaishampayana Namaha, Om Sri Pailaya Namaha, Om Sri Vedavyasa Maharshi Namaha. परब्रह्मणे नमः कर लो और इनका भी इंडिविजुअल भी कर लो. उनके कृपा से दिमाग हमारा भी शार्प होता रहेगा और अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा वेद पढ़ने का, पढ़कर समझने का, समझ कर करने का, कर कर आगे स्प्रेड करने का भी. So may we all that way take up this most divine job or profession or duty or responsibility of giving strength to this Vaidika Jnana Parampara as the Lord chooses us and gives us training. Clear? Now let us do our second thing. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Suta Sharanam Mama, Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Narada Sharanam Mama, Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Swarge Satye Cha Kailase Vaikunte Nasti Ayam Rasaha Atah Pibantu Sadbhagyaha Mama Munchata Karhichita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam Puranam Dashama Skandha Uttarardha Atatri Panchashatamodhyaya Shri Shukavachu. Okay. In this Dashama Skandha Uttarardha, 53rd chapter, a beautiful episode, story and Leela in Lord Krishna Avatara of Vilakshana Rupena Rukmini ke saath vivaha wala prasang. So we have seen everything there. He Raja Bhishmaka, 5 sons and daughter, all the 4 sons and Bhishmaka and wife, everyone want to give Rukmini to Krishna. Rukmini also having known glory of Krishna, she took him as husband. Krishna by then he also came to know about Rukmini. He also felt to marry her, but this Rukmini not interested because he hates Krishna and Balrama Adi. So he wanted to give him to this Shishupala. Having known this, what to do, having thought so, Rukmini has sent Brahmana with him the Sandesha to Krishna. Beautiful letter Vyasa. Responding to that, Krishna says, I'll go and fetch her like the fire from the firewood. Then actually he comes in that chariot overnight next day. So this is a story we are seeing. Other side, all the arrangements. First, the Alankarana of the entire Rajya. Second, the Alankarana for the or arrangement of Vivaha. Third, the Rukmini is also very nicely, all things that are required for her done. Most importantly, the Dulhe Raja, the Shishupala, that group has come and the Vishmaka Raja has taken care of them. Then to help Shishupala, the Paundraka, Jarasandha, Dantavaktara, Viduratha, all these also came, waiting, if at all required, to fight with Krishna Balarama and give Rukmini only to Shishupala. Then when Krishna came, all what happened there? एकल क्या देख रहे थे हम? Okay. So this is the portion we have to see from today. In yesterday's chanting, we also saw how only three yama samayam is there out of very few hours. Krishna has not come, Brahmana has not come, and the Rukminiji was thinking so much that Anavadhyatma Krishna must have found some blemish in me. That is why he might be deciding not to marry me. Therefore, he has not come. In that way, she was in dukkha. By that time, the left eye, left shoulder, left uru of her padakne lage, which are the signs of priya bhashinaha. They speak out the something sweet or good news. Itne mein hi, the same Brahmana sent by her came. Okay. Then here onwards we have to see when the Brahmana comes, how she receives and all that. So let us chant from that Satta Iswa mantra today. पूरा पढ़ लो जितना हो सके उतना हम देखेंगे. ओम श्री सुखदवाच एवं वध्वाः प्रतीक्षन्त्याः गोविन्दागमनं नृप वामभूरुर्भुजो नेत्रम् अस्फुरन् प्रियभाषिणः अथ कृष्णविनिर्दिष्टः स एव द्विजसत्तमः अंतःपुरचरीं देवीं राजपुत्रीं ददर्शः सा तं प्रहृष्टवदनम् अव्यग्रात्मगतिं सती आलक्ष्य लक्षणाभिज्ञा समपृच्छत् शुचिस्मिता तस्या आवेदयत् प्राप्तं शशंस यदुनन्दनम् उक्तं च सत्यवचनम् आत्मोपनयनं प्रति तमागतं समाज्ञाय वैदर्भी हृष्टमानसा न पश्यन्ति ब्राह्मणाय प्रियमन्यतन नाम सा प्राप्तौ श्रुत्वा स्वदुहितुः उद्वाह प्रेक्षणोत्सुकौ अभ्ययातूर्यघोषेण रामकृष्णौ समर्हणैः मधुपर्कमुपानीय वासांसि विरजांसि सः उपायनान्यभीष्टानि विधिवत् समपूजयतो तयोर्निवेशनं श्रीमत् उपकल्प्य महामतिः ससैन्ययोः सानुगयोः आतिथ्यं विदधे यथा एवं राज्ञां समेतानां यथा वीर्यं यथा वयः यथा बलं यथा वित्तं सर्वैः कामैः समर्हयतो कृष्णम् आगतम् आकर्ण्य विदर्भपुरवासिनः आगत्य नेत्राञ्जलिभिः पपुस्तन्मुखपङ्कजम् अस्यैव भार्या भवितुं रुक्मिण्यर्हति न परा असावप्यन्नवद्यात्मा भैष्म्या समुचितः पतिः किञ्चित् सुचरितं यन्नः तेन तुष्टः त्रिलोककृतु अनुगृह्णातु गृह्णातु वैदर्भ्याः पाणिमच्युतः एवं प्रेम कलाबद्धा वदन्ति स्म पुरौकसः कन्या चान्तः पुरातु प्रागात् भटैर्गुप्ताम्बिकालयं पद्भ्यां विनिर्ययौ द्रष्टुं भवान्याः पादपल्लवं स चानुध्यायति सम्यक् मुकुन्दचरणाम्बुजं यत वाक्मातृभिः सार्धं सखीभिः परिवारितः गुप्ता राजभटैः शूरैः सन्नद्धैः उद्यतायुधैः मृदङ्गशङ्खपणवाः तूर्यभेर्यश्च जघ्निरे नानोपहारबलिभिः वारमुख्याः सहस्रशः स्रग्गन्धवस्त्राभरणैर्द्विजपत्न्यः स्वलङ्कृताः गायन्तश्च स्तुवन्तश्च गायकाः वाद्यवादकाः परिवार्यवधूं जग्मुः सूतमागधवन्दिनः आसाद्य देवी सदनं धौतपादकराम्बुजा उपस्पृश्य शुचिः शान्तः प्रविवेशाम्बिकान्तिकम्. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This should be enough. Okay. So she was thinking about herself that she was unfortunate. She says कि अपि मयि अनवद्यात्मा कृष्णः दृष्ट्वा किञ्चित् जुगुप्सितं मत्पाणिग्रहणेन नूनं न आयाति हि कृतोद्यमः. So some blemish he must have seen in me. Therefore he is not coming for the panigrahanam. Durbhagaya name dhata na anukulaha. I am so unfortunate that the Brahma Deva is not favorable to me. Not only Brahma Deva, na anukulo Maheshwaraha. तो महेश्वर भगवान भी मेरे प्रतिकूल ही है. देवी वा विमुखा गौरी रुद्राणी गिरिजा सती. That Gauri, Rudrani, Girija Sati looks like she is also Vimukha. Now, lot of things can be discussed in this regard, but we will cut short it into two things. What is it? Ki dharmika life, one, two, under the full guidance of Shastra when we live. The third one, the giver of this entire universe to us is Lord, and the worship of that Lord duly. When these are done, we are the most highly matured people. Then none of these Adidaivika Shaktis or Adibhautika anybody, they won't be Pratikula Vimukha to us. This is called true maturity and true education. Like at home, in the home of 5 people are there. So there are all their grandfather aged are there, then the father aged are also there, your age there, children, grandchildren, 5 generation. तो सब मिलकर रह रहे हैं तो इतने जनरेशन गैप हैं तो हाउ टू लिव विथ देम. You should have the maturity and negotiating that selfishness or ego, all that when you share the things, love, respect each other, share the work also and do it smoothly, the house family goes away, moves on going. In the same way, when we have come here as human beings, we have to have this maturity that the Devata Gana, the Prakriti Gana, the other Manushas, other what is it, the living beings, put together is globe. Directly, indirectly, their contribution is there in my life. And then I must also reciprocate, keeping their welfare also in the mind, I must live. For that only, all these things. The upasanas are done for the Devata Trupti. Pitru Tarpanas are done for the Pitru Trupti. Then Bhuta, Dana, Ityadi are done for the other human beings. So to Pashupakshadi also are taken care. Any one of these things are not done, then that particular group to whom we owe, they feel happy, bad or miserable. Then in the reciprocation, some or the other dukkha come to us, just like to the bodies, every part required food doesn't go, or any part is overexerted, or any part of the body is troubled for any reason. Will it not retaliate in the form of some disease and cause problem to the entire body? In the same way, all humanity should learn that we are a part of total, we are not everything. Our lifestyle should be keeping all of them in mind and we have to do due things. This is called as dharma. Going beyond that, if we can really serve also, help also in all aspects, that is called as punya. When you do that with all the prema bhakti bhava, it becomes seva. If that is not done, it is called papa. Why I am telling all that? From the words of रुक्मिणी कि मैंने कुछ पाप किया होगा, इसलिए ये जो ब्रह्मदेव भी विमुख है, भगवान शिव भी विमुख है, पार्वती देवी भी विमुख है और कृष्ण ने भी मेरे अंदर कुछ ब्लेमिश देखा होगा. Therefore he is also vimukha, not coming to take me. Topic is this. Story वाला ये है, but उसमें से हमको ये सीखना है. It is our immature, therefore ignorant way of life which makes the world around us opposite to us. And we don't get the love or the help that which require to get, which we need for our own sustenance or whatever work we want to do. Knowing this slowly in our heart, what we have to do, only one thing, increase the love for the entire universe. irrespective of jati. Jati means manushya, pashu, pakshi, vanaspati. Express that love first in the form of prayers. That's what loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Then second part is what? Express that love by doing our own duties. Third, express love by going out of our the way to help others when they need or even to serve them with that punyadi alochana. This is way everyone when they do, all others are doing to each other. Therefore, the whole world will be synergized positively. Then there will be no lacking or no dearth. This is what said in Gita in third chapter. You propitiate devatas through yajna, they propitiate you with what you need. In this way, propitiating each other, eking out your joys, working out your prarabdha, slowly, steadily you evolve to reach to me. That's called Shreya Paramavapsyata. Devan bhavayata anena te devaha bhavayantu vaha. In this way parasparam bhavayantaha shreyaha paramavapsata. This is the real education we have to give. Just like the values have gone away, the patriotism is very less now. Spirituality is never started only. Even this education also, our socialism, where we should not live life selfishly. We have to take care of everyone. A particular class has to start now in all schools under compulsion. How to be with the parents, with the children, with the siblings of brothers, sisters, and family members. What is the importance of them in their life, in our life? हाउ वी हैव टू रेस्पेक्ट एक क्लास लगना चाहिए एक टेक्स्ट उसके लिए आना चाहिए द कुटुंब व्यवस्था एंड द बंधु मित्रादि वर्ग and their importance in our life, how they add to our joy and all, how without them how we are an isolated pashu, how much they take care, therefore how we have to reciprocate. क्या करें, वो नेचुरली होता था, अब लोग भूल रहे, इसलिए उसको एक पुस्तक के रूप में लाकर उसको सुनाना पड़ेगा. जस्ट लाइक वेदास अर्लियर देयर वाज नो बुक वे इट इज ओनली फ्रॉम द वोकल ओनली, मुखतः गुरु टेलिंग शिष्य. अब जाकर के लोग गड़बड़ बिगड़ रहे हैं, देवर उसको पुस्तक के रूप में लिखना पड़ा. इवन दिस आल्सो, how a family should be integrated, should a book required for that? No, in the earlier days. But yes, and compulsory now, because people are missing that charm and joy. For the sake of money, for the sake of selfishness, the first condition that stupid would be bahu tells is what? Marriage होते ही हम तुम्हारे मम्मी पापा के यहाँ नहीं रहेंगे, isolated रहेंगे. बेवकूफ number one. Then they get children and they are busy in the offices. They can't take care of children. They are thrown with some aya or gaya or in some places where they cannot have matru vatsalyam. They can't teach anything. And the fellows without culture, without parents' love, without grandparents' love, a stupid, unique cartoon is coming out as a youngster. And they are the ones who are going to rule the country or ruin the country in future without any background. Now, if our Indian Prime Minister today, so much thinking is doing means, is it not? It is bringing up in the culture, in the tradition, in the spirituality, in the lap of their parents who are also equally value oriented. See the beauty. Political things all keep aside पे. ऐसे कितने लोग हैं बहुत अच्छे अच्छे, उनको हमें आदर्श में लेकर करना है. We have to bring up our children that way. एक फैमिली व्यवस्था भी बहुत बहुत आवश्यक है. So in this way, what we are talking, though the subject is made lengthy, we are not doing it. Ishvara only is doing that. The Rukmini is feeling bad. Krishna is not loving me, and Brahma, Shiva, and Parvati, every one of them are vimukha to me. We are explaining it was when we take into account all the others together and mutually, synergistically, when we work, loving each other, then these problems won't come. बट एक्चुअली वो तो नहीं था. रुक्मिणी के लिए थोड़ा सा टाइम लेट हुआ, इतना ही. सो बाय द टाइम शी वाज फीलिंग लाइक दैट एवं वध्वाः प्रतीक्षन्त्याः, as this vadhu was doing, vadhu means bride, groom, bride, sir. As she was waiting, govinda agamanam, waiting for the arrival of Krishna, vama urur bhujo netram aspuran, to the left thigh, bhuja shoulder, netra, वो ना फड़कना कहते हैं ना, हुआ प्रिय भाषिणः, they indicate some good thing to come. Today in Adhyatma Ramayana, you'll see as Hanumanji takes off to Ravana and Sita, again Vama Bhaga only. So atha Krishna vinirdiштः स एव द्विजसत्तमः अंतःपुरचरीं देवीं राजपुत्रीं ददर्श. Same Brahmana was sent. He came. The Devi, the Rukmini was walking in the Antapura because ऐसे tension situation में नींद विंद तो आएगा नहीं. So he came taking permission of Dwarpala. He met her. Sa. Then she looked. Anyway, when you give some work to your children, पहले क्या देखते हो in the return उनके हौलिया face. Face is the indication whether the work accomplished or not. Failure or success. Good news or bad news. है ना? The face itself. Only in very cases, rare cases, the parents fail to recognize. When the children come shouting, "Mama, congratulations! Papa, congratulations!" They feel, क्या congratulations? तो फार हो गया, पास हो गया होगा अव्वल दर्जे में. They feel happy. क्या हुआ रे? यूनिवर्सिटी फंसा है क्या तू? इतना कैसे चिल्ला रहा है? खुश है? नहीं पापा, खुशखबरी आपके लिए. क्या है? आपको नए किताब खरीदने की जरूरत नहीं. क्यों? मैं फेल हो गया. These very rare specimen are there who celebrate it like that. But in general, 99.9% चेहरे के अवलिये से बताता है. Today, Group 1 Civil Services, that exam preliminaries happened, I think. So, you can see the face when they come back, how was their attempting and all. एग्जाम का 3.5 लाख लोग जितने भी लिखे हैं 4 लाख. So the Brahmana came, she looked at his face. So Satam, how he was he? Pravrushta vadanam. His face was prahrushta, prakarshena harshayukta. Extremely happy. Then Avyagra Atmagatim, in the movement and expressions of him, not only the face. There is no tension, absolute relaxation. So when are you happy and relaxed? When the work is accomplished. If it's not done, face उतरा हुआ उतावला रहेगा और उतावला रहेगा. Other howliya will be उतावले के साथ, tension, anxiety के साथ. So when she saw in him happiness on the face and the bodily expressions are fully relaxed, alakshya, lakshana avijna, and she's made sure to know by the lakshanas what must have happened. Samapruchat shuchismita. She was extremely happy. Therefore, smilingly, she asked him due questions as to what happened. Did you go? Did you meet? Has he given you time? Have you told the Sandesha? What did he say? Everything. So the questions are not mentioned here. Directly answer. Answer भी नहीं बताते हैं. दो ही बातें. तस्या आवेदयात प्राप्तम शशंस यदुनंदनम. So yadunandanam praptam avedayat shashamsa. So very beautifully, clearly he said, he not only said promise to come, in fact immediately started, he took me in his own chariot, we both came, he came here. That great, good, wonderful news he gave to her. आ गए हैं हीरो. Not only one thing, that important one. The second more important is what? Uktam cha satyavachanam atma upanayanam prati. That also shashamsa. So what he promised to Brahmana, Atma hath lekar, I also have so much having that prema for her, because of which नींद मुझे भी रात में नहीं आती है. Then by defeating and doing what's required to eliminate all those rakshasa dushta, I am going to take her like the Agni is taken through churning from the wood. So, Atma Upanayanam Prati. Upanayanam is taking. So, he also said that by all efforts, he is going to take you. So, these are the only two things she wanted. भगवान कृष्णा आ जाए और अपने साथ ले जाए. तो आ गए हैं and he promised ले जाएंगे. दिल वाले दुल्हन को लेके जाएंगे. He has come only. How excited, happy she must be. In the same way, these symbols are the signs which you and I are getting from last 3 years. That every day we are listening to Shastra through that Tattva and Paramatma. They're all the signs and symbols to say that Bhagavan has come and he slowly is preparing to take us into his own fold of divine experience. जैसा जैसा विषय का समझ बढ़ता जाएगा और ध्यान आदि का योग्यता आता जाएगा, भगवान बिठाकर हमको ध्यान में वो अनुभव ही दे देंगे. पक्का अवश्य होगा. But the formalities for Krishna also he has to do, he has to wait for the time. झट से आकर फट से लेकर मांगनी तो नहीं कर सकते हैं. So the situation is different. How hundreds and thousands and lakhs of Sainya are there, then you have to respect the Raja Bhishmaka also. So he has to see and find the time. That delay to hota hai, so we have to have patience for it. In our life also, let us have patience. Our prarabdhas are getting exhausted. Our runa vimukti Bhagwan is getting done. Throughout the day, whatever you are doing, in those doings, if there is a dharma, in those doings, if there is no your own personal swartha, then through all the doings, your runa is getting freed to your wife or children or husband or whoever are they. खत्म हो रहा है. बहुत नया, बहुत सुंदर बात है. वो नया मत बनाओ. So too, when you are dukhi or sukhi for various reasons, तो प्रारब्ध क्षय भी हो रहा है. तो ऋण विमुक्ति कराते हुए, प्रारब्ध क्षय कराते हुए, धर्म कार्य हमसे जो करवाना है, बिकॉज धर्म इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम ऋण विमुक्ति एंड प्रारब्ध. थोड़ा प्रारब्ध ऋण विमुक्ति एंड धर्म गो टुगेदर, बट धर्म आल्सो मीन्स इन दिस लाइफ फॉर माई सस्टेनेंस, whoever are helping, reciprocating to them is called dharma. A part of that is the past runa also, that when you take care of the people at home, etc. ठीक है. द टू धर्म फॉर द फैमिली एट होम, उनके लिए तो ये ऋण विमुक्ति वाला धर्म है. बट द धर्म व्हेन यू वर्क इन एन ऑफिस और कंपनी इज नॉट ऋण विमुक्ति, बट यू आर गेटिंग द मनी फ्रॉम देम टू अवॉइड द फ्यूचर ऋण. दैट धर्म ऑफ डूइंग दैट ड्यूटी यू हैव टू डू. सो ऑल भगवान इज गेटिंग डन थ्रू अस. सो ही इज प्रिपेयरिंग अस. तो एक तरफ शास्त्र ज्ञान से प्रिपेयर करा रहे, दूसरी तरफ धर्म निर्वहन, प्रारब्ध निर्मूलना. So to the Rinamukti, he is making us. And as the Antakarana becomes freed from all that, we can see that peace, we can see in that peaceful mind intense desire to know the truth, and that is expressed in the form of rigorously doing our spiritual sadhanas. ये होने वाले हैं. आज नहीं तो कल, नहीं तो परसों. Then he will give us also the experience. So we should get that faith for us also, seeing all the situations. Just like Rukmini has sent letter, he prayed, therefore Krishna came. We also have sent letter and prayed, therefore we are getting Krishna through Shastra Jnanam. So Krishna came, he is just waiting for the opportunity to take Rukmini. For us also, the Lord Guru Parampara came, they are also waiting opportunity to bless us, for the opportunity to bless us. सो थोड़ा सा रिलेट करने से, नहीं तो सिर्फ कथा पढ़ो तो हमको क्या फायदा. कृष्णा मैरिड रुक्मिणी, मेरे को क्या मिल रहा है, एक आइसक्रीम भी नहीं मिला. बट देयर इज अ जॉय दैट लक्ष्मी नारायण हैव कम टुगेदर. बट व्हेन वी लर्न फ्रॉम रुक्मिणी's लाइफ एपिसोड these things for ourselves, they are of highest use. So then he said he has already come and he has promised that he is going to take you. Then tam agatam samajnaya Vaidarvi Hrushtamanasa. Having known Krishna has come, she was extremely happy in her mind. Then who accomplished this job is this Brahmanottama. So, na pashyanti Brahmanaya. Okay. Na pashyanti Brahmanaya priyam anyat nanamasa. So, to such a great news giving Brahmana and accomplishing that great work, क्या दूं मैं, when she was thinking, there was nothing which can reciprocate the great seva done. In that harivariness, she only did pranama namaskara to him. That Brahman क्या है, लक्ष्मी नारायण को मिला रहे, भगवान का दर्शन हो गया, उनको और भी क्या चाहिए उससे ज्यादा. He is extremely happy with that. There are some stories regarding who is this Brahmana. He is the one who maybe Maricha or someone, or somebody who has divided Sita Rama in the earlier life. He only brought them together. ऐसे बहुत सारे कहानियां, आई डोंट रिमेम्बर ऑल दैट. मैं तो सिर्फ शास्त्र पढ़ के ये बताता हूँ, बाकी ऑल कहानी आई डोंट रिमेम्बर. पता नहीं, हर चीज हर एक को भगवान नहीं देते हैं ना. समथिंग इज देयर. एनीवे, so then he has just, she has done pranams to him. That was her gratitude to him. That was more than enough for that Brahmana ji. So this episode of the Rukmini waiting, Brahmana coming, giving the good news, she gets the happiness and harsha utsaha, does pranam to him. This is over. Now again camera shifted to the Vidarbha Raja Bhishmaka. Bhishmaka, having settled Shishupala Adi, having taken care of other invitees, also taking all the arrangements being done, Suddenly he came to know that these two also have come, Krishna and Balarama. कृष्ण आए हैं रुक्मिणी को ले जाने के लिए, कोई किसी को पता नहीं, he just he's normally have come, that's all has come. The invitation must have gone. कम से कम इन्विटेशन तो दे दो बेटा, इतना तो कह दिया होगा भीष्म का टू रुक्मी, नहीं पापा इनवाइट भी नहीं करो मैं, अरे कृष्ण को इन्विटेशन कोई थोड़ी चाहिए. एंड आई थिंक he was not invited, definitely Krishna and Balarama. Then if somebody asks the question, directly the invitation letter from the bride herself, देखो पत्र, प्रेम पत्र आया मुझे, इससे बड़ा और क्या इन्विटेशन चाहिए. In fact, I am invited directly by the person. I am more VIP than anybody else. Krishna can claim because she only invited. She also can invite, no? जिनका शादी हो रहा है लड़का लड़की, वो भी अपने बंधु मित्र बुला लेते हैं, तो उन्होंने तो लेटर दिया. सो इन्विटेशन आ गया कृष्ण भगवान को, नॉट दैट ही वेंट अनइनवाइटेड. सो प्राप्तौ श्रुत्वा स्वदुहितुः उद्वाह प्रेक्षण उत्सुकौ. तो हिज ओन डॉटर्स मैरिज को देखने की उत्साह से आ गए हैं, हैविंग हर्ड दिस. देन अभयात तूर्य घोषेण, विथ ऑल द बैंड बाजा, the Bhishmaka Raja welcomed whom Ramakrishna and some Arhana with all the exhaustive puja, worship, respect, reverence due to them he has done. है ना, बेटी को तो दे ही नहीं पा रहे, बट तो भगवान है, ये तो पता है. How many leelas he has done is already known everywhere. So Bhishmaka ji is highly great king only. अरे रुक्मिणी जी के पिता है, लक्ष्मी देवी का मतलब he must be high level only. So he has invited them, made them stay beautifully. Then Madhuparkam Upaniya. First thing given is Madhuparka. Madhuparka is a mixed sweet item. You know, उसमें शहद वगैरह, क्योंकि दूर से आए और शुगर डाउन होता है, पहले ये देना. Like in all these company meetings, in all the camps, etc., in all the picnics, what is say, pilgrimages, which are organized by the proper professionals. When the people get out of the buses or cars, first they give is some drink, energy drink. That's called Madhuparkam. So Madhuparkam Upaniya, then Vasamsi, Virajamsi, a wonderful dresses also he gave to all of them. Then Upayanani Aveshtani, the wonderful, all the likable gifts also Raja Bhishmaka gave. So the gifts he gave, Upayana, Vastra also he gave, Madhuparka also he gave, then Vidhivat Samapujayatu. Then Vidhi Vidhansa he has done the puja to Krishna Balarama Adi. Thereafter, Tayor Niveshanam Srimat, a great, rich and very luxurious place of stay he has organized for them. So Niveshanam means place to stay. Srimat means highly qualitated, rich, 5 or 7 or 10-star hotel ki tarah he has made them to stay. Upakalpya, that Mahamatihi, that great intellectual Raja Bhishmaka, Sasainnyayoho Sanugayoho, not only to Krishna, Krishna and Balarama and all the relatives who came with him, and also the Sainyam who have come, Avidadhe Yatha, to all of them as they deserve, he has taken care. So, मुख्य रूप से two parties, their caretaking is being described in Bhagavata. One party is the Dulha Raja, that is Shishpal and Co. Second is Lord Krishna and Balram and company. These two only are in detail told. What about others plenty who have come? It is said he has taken care of all of them. Raja Bhishmaka. That is said in one shloka. Ki Evam Rajnyam Sametanam. In this way, whoever the Rajas have come to attend the marriage of his daughter, for all of them, he has given all the due things. What are they? See, Yatha Viryam, Yatha Vayaha, Yatha Valam, Yatha Vittam. So, Yatha Viryam, depending on each one's prowess of achievements. Yatha Balam, whatever the strength, Yatha Vayaha, sorry, according to the age. Third one, Yatha Balam, the strength which they have. The Arthavalam, the Angavalam, the Rajyavalam, all of that. Arthavalam is financial status. Angavalam is Sainya. Rajyavalam is the widespread size of the kingdom. So Balake Anusar, Vittake Anusar, Yatha Vittam, then Vayake Anusar, Virake Anusar, Sarvahi Kamahi Savarhayat. So everyone is taken care of due to each one of them, depending on their capacities. No, ಇದು ವರ್ಣನ್ ಭಾಗವತ್ में उसका मैग्नानिमिटी एक बार 1 मिनट रुककर हमको मन में सोचना चाहिए. Just merely chanting. So the Rukmini Vivaha के लिए भीष्म का राजा made such a huge arrangements. Hundreds and thousands and lakhs they must have come. All of them are taken care. मतलब कितना मैग्नीट्यूड का होगा वो वाला अरेंजमेंट. नॉट एन ईजी थिंग यू नो. अभी देखो 10 लोगों को बुलाओ खाने के लिए, कितना हंगामा होता है घर में एक टाइम के लिए. वेरी टफ इट इज. अल्टीमेटली यू ओनली ऑर्डर कैटरर नाउअडेज. कोई बनाता नहीं. कैटरर को बुलाया वो बना के देगा मैं बस. पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था. वो लोग जिनको बुलाए वो भी हाथ मारते थे. सब मिलकर बनाकर देश टू एंजॉय. अब बिग पार्टीज बिग बिग पीपल दे आर ऑल. अब सबको तो जरूरतें तो थे खाने वाने के तो 3 दफा. तो दैट मीन्स यू इमेजिन मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ इट. In this way, the marriages used to happen there those days of the Rajaputri and Rajaputra Adi. तो यहाँ तो साक्षात लक्ष्मी माता है रुक्मिणी जी है कि नहीं. वंडरफुल इट इज. दिस इज हाउ ही मेड. Now the beautiful camera shifted to again Krishna Balarama. He Krishnam Agatam Akarnya. Having heard one to one that Lord Krishna has come, Vidarbha Pura Vasinaha. All the citizens of this Vidarbhapura, Kundinapura, Agatya, they came in Jund and groups. So, Netra Anjalivihi, Papuhu, Tan Mukha Pankajam, just with their eyes as the hands and the Lord's face as the nectar, they were looking at him and drinking the beauty and divinity of his face. So, Bhagavan Bhagavani hai na Baba. Is it not? Like, you know, when you see Gurudev, he is just unique and different in his own divinity. When you imagine Bhagavan Adi Shankara, he is something exclusive, is it not? Same way when you remember Lord Krishna, he is something divine, divinity manifested Lord Rama. Ati Sundara, Bhagavan Vishnu. So they all have come and seen the divinity. अब देखो उस पुरवासियों का क्या भाग्य होगा जीवों का. In how many lives they must have heard Bhagavata and did lot of प्रार्थना that हमको भी कृष्ण अवतार काल में जन्म होना है और भगवान का दर्शन होना है. That they got somewhere they are born विदर्भपुरी never mind, but विदर्भ राजा का भगवान का दर्शन तो हो गया ना. जन्म धन्य. एक बार गुरु चरण में भगवत दर्शन में आ गए. इट्स अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ टाइम ओनली. अदरवाइज it is guaranteed that those jivas are going to have mukti. Unless they are too terrible Rakshasa type, they refuse to grow. Other than that, mukti is assured only, no doubt at all. So should we not congratulate them? Should we not feel happy for them? And should we not think ourselves that we also should have sometime born in Bhagavad Avatara Kala and have his darshan? ठीक है. एंड अगेन आई सेड इन द मॉर्निंग क्लास विसा कि भगवान का 1000 बार भी दर्शन कर लो एंड लाख बार ब्रह्मलोक में वैकुंठ लोक में जाके आओ, बट ऑल ऑफ देम आर पुनरावर्तिनः. आवर गोल शुड नॉट बी एनी वन ऑफ देम. आवर फाइनल गोल शुड बी टू मर्ज इन वननेस विद द लॉर्ड. अहम ब्रह्मास्मि. दिस इज ओनली फाइनल थिंग. In fact, in this way, in the Karodo Krishna Avatara, in some of the Avatara, we must be there as some guy, bachda, bhains, gada, ullu. कुछ तो थे होंगे. We might have had his darshan. कोई तो होंगे, कुछ घास का पत्ती तो होंगे कुछ ना कुछ. But that's why we are studying through our Upanishads every day. It's only Tattva Jnanam, Atma Jnanam, Brahma Jnanam, Brahmatma Kya Bodha, which gives mukti, no other thing, including taking birth at the time of Avatara and becoming very close to Bhagavan. जो भी भगवान के बहुत सामीप्य में थे, चाहे उद्धव हो, अक्रूर हो, they all liberated only by Jnanam, not by just being in the proximity of the Lord, not even by Bhakti. Bhakti leads to Jnanam, through that moksha. Ultimately, Ajnana gives Bandhanam, Dvaitam itself is Ajnanam, Ekamavadhyam Brahma Jnanam alone Jnanam, that alone gives moksha. Never have any doubt regarding this. Now, when they came and did the darshan of Lord Krishna, how beautiful are their talks or discussions or comments. Very cute. That much we'll see today. He, looking at Krishna, Agatya Netranjalivihi Papuhu Tan Mukha Pankajam, the lotus face of the Lord, they're as if consuming and drinking the nectar there. Such a beautiful the Lord is. लाइक भगवान कृष्ण को भी, ये कृष्ण को वहां भी देखकर पिबंतैव चक्षुभ्याम लिहंतैव, people were licking and drinking the Lord with the tongue and the eyes. When the Mathura Vasins also saw him first time when he came from Vrindavan. So here also from Dwaraka he came to Kundinapura, they were all seeing and enjoying. Now he says, Asya eva bharya bhavitum Rukmini arhati na apara. तो फर्स्ट दे कमेंट, कृष्ण को रुक्मिणी ही सही पत्नी है, नॉट कोई और दूसरी. Krishna should not marry anyone else, only Rukmini deserves. Again from Rukmini side, asam api anavadhyatma bhaishmyaha samuchitah pati. This anavadhya, unblemished Krishna alone must be the pati for the Bhaishmi, the Bhishmaka's putri. So ये दोनों एक दूसरे के लिए बने हुए हैं, all of them. And then next one, see, same thing it was said by Rukmini also in the beginning. They all say, the Puravasins, ki kinchit sucharitam yat tat yat naha. If any one of us or all of us are, I have done any of the punya, kinchit sucharitam yat naha, tena tushtaha triloka krutu. If the triloka kruta, the three lokas making Bhagavan, if he is happy with the punya, even lavalesha if we have done, anugrunatu, please that Lord bless. Taking our punya. Bless what? What blessings you want? You want money? You want power? No, no, no. What blessings we want in exchange of whatever little punya we have done is grunhatu vaidarbhyaha panim achyutaha. That Achyuta hold the hand of that Vaidarbhi, that Rukmini. So Rukmini ka pani grahana Lord Krishna kare, not anybody else. Oh Devata, if you are prasanna with whatever the punya we have done, you take it. But see that Krishna and Rukmini vivaha happens. How beautiful that prayer. We also should do. हमने भी कोई भी पुण्य किया, वो सनातन धर्म वैदिक संस्कृति है, पुनरुत्थान जागरण और विश्वव्याप्ति के लिए होना चाहिए. सकल जीव राशि का आध्यात्मिक प्रगति के लिए होना चाहिए. Because after studying so many shastras, there is no doubt it's only adhyatmikata which frees one from all bondages and gives infinite which every jiva is seeking. एंड याद रखो, जो पुण्य आप न्यौछावर करोगे फिर उसका पुण्य का फल मिलता है फिर से. Because that also महापुण्य कार्य. You know that Yudhishthir's life when he went to Swarga, because of his punya tha, Naraka. All Naraka sins became very happy. Then he asked such a dukhi, how come they became happy? In your presence. Your little of punya gone to them. If that's the case, give all my punya to them. He said. And many maybe they have liberated also because his punya. Then chalo, let me go back to Manusya Loka to earn more punya. No, 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 you are taken to Swarga. How come all my punya I have exhausted here for these Narakavasins? When he said Yudhishthira, then the Vishnuduta said, yeah, you have given all your punya. But ye punya dene ka fir punya hota hai nahi. For that you are now welcome to Swarga. He is taken to Swarga Sasharira Dese. Anyway, so we have seen in this way all these Puravasins evam prema kalabaddaha vadanti sma puraukasaha. In this way, with the prema kalabadda, bound with that beautiful love, when they were this way talking, main points were given here in the Bhagavatam. Many other things also they must be discussing. All unwanted things like Bhishmaka, how can he listen to his elder son, or that Buddhu, because of his Vaira to Krishna, how he is denying their mutual love, and what is the useless Shishupala, usko kaise de rahe. They would have talked all that, but that's not recorded here. Main thing is required this much. He take our punya, make a Krishna and Rukmini come together. Let he do the pranigrahanam, not anybody else. Now the most important episode of Sri Rukmini Mata coming out with all the parents or mothers and all of them in a big paraphernalia, huge procession with great Brahmagosha and all the Vadyaturya towards the Ambikalayam. She enters there. Then all those Brahmana Rishi Patnis get her do all the upasanas to be done for the Mata. And she also does, after doing the Gauri Puja, the puja to all the Brahmana Stris, etc. Then she comes out, she is free from that obligation. As she is coming, every rajas were looking at her. They were becoming behosh only. The moment she comes near Krishna, Krishna ready with the open door, jump, close, jump. This thing we will enjoy it tomorrow. Okay. In the chanting also, as well as in the talk, if possible. रुक गया थोड़ा तो परसों देखेंगे या कल ही के दिन हम पूरा करेंगे. इस तरह से दिस इज व्हाट इज भागवतम दशम स्कंद उत्तरार्ध कृष्ण भगवान फर्स्ट मैरिज with Rukmini ji. Is a very enchanting thing for the joy of the story itself, the punya of itself. So to here and there, whatever little wisdoms we could gather, we were trying to gather. Thank you. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो परमऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रेण ओम तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. ओम बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. दियो यो न प्रचोदयात् देव सहितं प्राणाय पाने व्यानादान समान मध्ये मध्ये अमृतमान उत्तराभूषणस्तपाद वृक्षं नाचवताम्बूल नीराजनान् दर्शयामि. ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य जगन मोहन कृष्ण बाल गोपाल कृष्ण भव्य मंगलम वेणुगान लोल वेदांत नवनीत चोर भक्त जनाधार परम दयावार्धि मुक्ति संदा गीता मृदात परम योगेश पार्थ सार ध्रुव कृष्ण सर्व मंगल हेमांगी कृष्ण नारायण ओम श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेद व्यासदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. बोल श्री बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु गण की जय. Thank you friends for your patient listening. Now come back in 2-3 minutes. We are going to start Sundarakanda of Adhyatma Ramayana. You have heard in Valmiki, Tulsi, to you are all know it by heart. Let us see how it is in Adhyatma Ramayana also. है ना, each of them are so beautiful. यहाँ का क्या beauty को भी है. Even I have not studied, I am studying along with you. So join for that in 2 minutes.